With Gojo sealed, I wanted to talk about the second strongest in Jujutsu Kaisen, and today I'm going to be talking about 3 times that Yuta proved that he is that guy. So the first time I wanted to highlight that Yuta proved that he is that guy is when he defeated Siguro Geto. So I think that this is a crazy accomplishment considering Siguro Geto grew up with Gojo and was in Jujutsu High at the same time as Gojo, and Gojo was considered the peak or the pinnacle of Jujutsu Kaisen ever since he was a kid, and Siguro Geto basically grew up around him and spent all 4 years of Jujutsu High with him, and then also became a special grade cursed sorcerer. And there's not that many special grade core sorcerers, there's only about 3. And then Yuta became the 4th one. He swiftly dispatched Siguro Geto weeks after noticing that he had this power. And this is a crazy feat because Yuta had no idea how to use Rika, he had no idea how to use Cursed Energy, he barely knew anything about Cursed Energy, and he dispatched him with, copycat curse techniques, with his cursed speech, and then his black fast he was able to use. I would say this is probably one of his most insane feats because he knew nothing about Jujutsu High a couple weeks ago, and he defeated one of the most powerful ranked sorcerers just using Rika, and this probably has to be one of the craziest feats in Jujutsu Kaisen history, and I would say that he's probably one of the most insane OP characters just because of this. He defeated a 4-year trained Jujutsu sorcerer that's considered a special grade just weeks after he figured out that all curses and curse techniques are a thing. Like, that's crazy. That's like putting a world champion MMA fighter against somebody that on the street, the amateur on the street beats them. So that's why I say that Yuta is crazy strong for this, and that this definitely proves why he's OP, because after a week of knowing about curse technique and spirits, he defeated one of the strongest cursed sorcerers in Jujutsu Kaisen. The second one is a manga spoiler, so you guys haven't read the manga, do not watch the rest of the video. The second one is Yuta when he swiftly came up and killed Yuji. I would say that this is probably one of the funniest interactions or fights that I've seen in Jujutsu Kaisen, because you could clearly see that Yuji cannot keep up with Yuta, and then also you had the fact that because Yuji was being jumped by Chozo and Naoyui Zenin, once they finally figured out that Yuta was watching them, they all like shit their pants because they're like, oh shit, we can't defeat this guy. He's special grade cursed sorcerer, and they could just feel from his presence that he was not fucking around. And so they all ran, but Yuji cannot run away from Yuta because Yuta had orders to kill Yuji from the upper echelon of Jujutsu Kaisen. It's crazy that the whole fight was basically Yuta just slapping his hand over and over again, and Yuji could not do anything. And even though Yuji was holding back, Yuta really wasn't breaking a sweat at all, and Yuta just killed him in cold blood. Yuta wasn't going to kill him without a reason. Yuta was doing that to fool the upper echelon of Jujutsu Kaisen, and then he used his reverse curse technique to bring Yuji back to life. But I would say that proves that he's OP when he has Chozo, Yuji, and Naoyui Zenin run away after all they've been through in the Shibuya Incident arc, just from the presence of Yuta being near them, which is crazy to think about. He had 3 first grade course sorcerers run away from him just because of his presence. The third reason that Yuta is that guy is another manga spoiler. When he was in the Culling Games, Yuta kind of felt sorry for the whole Shibuya Incident arc, so in the Culling Games he was not messing around. He was taking names, and throughout his little colony that he had, the little arena that he was in, he basically killed a bunch of sorcerers because he wanted to help out Megami and the Jujutsu High students. Went in there all by himself, and he killed one evil sorcerer from way back in history with ease, and then he killed a cockroach, and I think that one was a special grade as well, and he dispatched him with using his full power. And then after using his full power, he went against 2 other cursed users at the same time. He did a 1v2 at the same time. They were even on power level, but he was able to dispatch them because they all of them used the domain expansions at the same time. If your domain expansion cancels each other out, you can't use curse technique. He was able to win a 1v2 only using his fist and his reverse curse technique, it just shows you how broken and stupid Yuta is. Jujutsu Kaisen plot, and I'm assuming Gege is gonna have to do something about that because Yuta is basically becoming another Gojo. And I would say Yuta is, based on all these feats that Yuta has, he could give Sukuna a run for his money. I'm just saying, after all the things that I've talked about today, it's crazy how easily he adapts to fights and how overpowering he is in most of the scenarios. So I could see Yuta giving Sukuna a run for his money. Yeah, but that's all the times that showed that Yuta is a very, very powerful fighter in Jujutsu Kaisen. Leave me any other moments in Jujutsu Kaisen where Yuta proved himself to be the top dog. And if you guys liked it, subscribe to the channel if you guys want more videos like this. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Go.